What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? AJ Good here at the House of Masks, where we unbox and review cool stuff, and in today's video, that is exactly what we are going to do. A little out of season, but in today's video, we will be unboxing and reviewing a Myers mask. That's right, been a minute since we've done a Michael Myers mask, but we got one sent into us, and I'm excited because, again, it's a little out of the ordinary for this time of year. There is absolutely no Halloween hype going on right now, and probably won't be for quite a while. Even if there was a new Halloween movie coming out, I'm sure that absolutely no one would be excited given the last two movies, especially that last movie. Good God, that still feels like a fever dream. In fact, I was just texting Xander Raymond Charles about it the other day, and we still can't believe that that happened. Like, how many people greenlit that? Not a single person was like, hey, this is awful. Or maybe David Gordon Green is just continuing his awesome career in comedy and he decided to troll the world. I don't know. Regardless, we do have a Halloween mask to open here. This comes to us from Thomas Blagg. Hope I'm saying the last name right, but if I'm not, I'll just go ahead and say the company name. Thomas is the 16-year-old artist behind 102 Slasher Effects. So whatever you're about to see was done by a 16-year-old, and we've gotten all kinds of prodigies over the years. These kids are just getting younger and better and better. So let's go ahead and take a look at exactly what Thomas sent, and we will give our thoughts. All right, here we go. All right, I can see some hair sticking out of the bottom here.
That's what she said.
And as always, I will go ahead and try to give you guys the first look at this thing, let you guys take it in. It is a little disfigured from the shipping, at least from what I can tell from the back side here, so we will probably have to get this thing stuffed before we display it, but there you go. What do you guys think? Does it look good? Does it look nice? Does it look cool? I will turn it around for myself here in just a second and take a look and give you guys my first thoughts. So here we have it, a nice Trick or Treat Studios rehauled Kills mask. That is right, this is a Trick or Treat Studios mask, those mass-produced pieces that you see in Party Cities and Spirit Halloweens, but Thomas has gone over this thing and rehauled the entire piece. And not only did he repaint and rehair this thing, but he went ahead and went the extra mile and added some details that wouldn't be on your typical rehauls. So aside from actually burning the hair to give it that nice burnt look that Myers had at the beginning of Halloween Kills, after he survived the fire that Laurie set, we've got this gooey, sticky substance that just kind of insinuates the mask melting, and that's something that I don't have on any of my rehauls. It definitely adds a completely new texture, and I really, really like the look of it. So again, this thing is not in perfect shape right now. It is a little misshapen due to the fact that it's been sitting in that box for about a week, maybe a little more. I've just been busy and not able to dedicate any real time to an unboxing, and if I'm going to do an unboxing on a piece like this, I want it to be as nice as possible. So I'm taking my time, shooting this the right way, giving you guys all of the details that I can about this piece, and making sure that Thomas gets his clout. After all, the unboxings and reviews that I do on this channel are to serve the artists in this hobby, in this industry, so I want to make sure that they get as much shine as possible, and if that means waiting to do the unboxing, then that is what I will do. So again, it being misshapen, I am going to have to play around with it for a little bit, kind of get this thing stuffed and shaped a little better, and kind of mess with the hair, because as you can see, the hair was definitely affected by that packaging, but it's already starting to go back to normal as I mess around with it. So I'm going to go get this thing stuffed and displayed, and we will come back in just a second and talk a little bit more about this piece, okay? Okay.
A few moments later.
All right, so I did what I could in the little amount of time that I had, and I've got to say that this thing really does have a beautiful shape. See what I did there? All jokes aside, this is an absolutely beautiful rehaul. I really, really like this. I've gotten a couple of the Kills rehauls, and I've got to say that this is one of my top two. This one and the RimZap copy that I have are just absolutely beautiful, and I want to stress that this was done up by a 16-year-old. What the fuck were you doing when you were 16? I know I sure as shit wasn't doing stuff like this. I had barely started getting serious with my pencils, so I couldn't imagine going in and doing a full-on 3D rehaul on a mask, trying to match it to like screen accurate stuff. That is pretty impressive, and this is a super, super solid rehaul. So obviously we have got a fantastic mask from start to finish. I do believe that this is probably my most screen accurate or authentic replica Kills mask, and that's pretty impressive, not only because this kid is only 16, Yes, I know I keep bringing that up, but again, what were you doing when you were 16? But also because there's a lot going on between the subtlety of a Myers mask and the detail that goes into replicating a Kills mask. That's a lot to handle. So I've got to say I am extremely impressed. Again, when I say fantastic from start to finish, I mean that in every sense. We've got a Trick or Treat Studios sculpt here, which is obviously the most screen accurate sculpt available, being that they came from the real molds. But then we've got this amazing refinish, this rehaul by Thomas, and that's everything from the paint, which is beautiful, to the rehairing, which is great, to the weathering and the finishing that he did on top of both of those things. Add all of that together and that's a really, really nice combination, as you can see. Being that I have done my fair share of Halloween Kills Michael Myers mask unboxings and reviews, there's really not too much that I can say that I haven't said already in previous videos. Obviously, I can sit here and stress to you that this is an amazing rehaul, but I can also just let this piece speak for itself at the end of the video with some hero shots. And I can sit here and stress to you that despite how bad the last two films were, both Halloween Kills and definitely Halloween Ends, that they still hit the nail on the head with the Myers look. Myers had looked the best that he had looked since 1981, and that's a pretty big gap in time. But if you're watching this, you probably already know my stance on that type of thing anyway, so why not just go ahead and shine some light on this piece? I'll stop talking. I'll give you guys some beautiful up-close hero shots so that you can see all of the beautiful, beautiful detail on this piece, and that will be that for today's video. So a massive shout out to Thomas over at 102 Slasher Studios. Obviously, I will be dropping all of his information down below. Make sure to go check him out. Let him know that the House of Masks sent you, and maybe he'll keep hooking us up with cool stuff in the future. And that's pretty much going to do it for today's video. So until next time, this has been AJ Good here at the House of Masks, telling you to say no to drugs and alcohol, and yes to these kids that are just absolutely killing the game. 16 years old, crazy. And we will see you guys in the next one.